Today was the 3rd of March 2024. I think we're just going to be continuing to fill up our chest room and then probably starting the house up here, or maybe filling in this middle bit, figuring out what we're going to do here. Today was a pretty fucking good day. As I said yesterday, it was really late yesterday. I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to wake up in training in time. And when I set my alarm, when I finished the video, I set my alarm. And then I just thought, fuck this. There's no point waking up that early. Oh, my hand's bleeding. There's no point waking up that early just to feel shit all day and have like a mediocre training session. If the gym was much closer by, I would definitely consider it. But it's quite a journey. It's about an hour and 20 minutes each way. So I thought, no. On a Sunday, it's an hour and 20 minutes when the trains are shit. But so I just woke up. I did a small little circuit with the weights and the dumbbells, and carried on. I really wanted to make pancakes, but there was no Nutella, so I just thought, Cheerios, boom, sorted. Cheerios in there. Played some games, played some CS. I think I played like 2 games of CS. I had to be in work at 2:30 today, so I got all that shit done. And yeah, didn't waste any time. I also had a little look at crypto, and I saw this really interesting project. I got to access the videos today that previously weren't available to me yesterday because there's some glitch on the real world. And I watched the first part of the daily trade video, and he spoke about this very interesting project, which I've already forgot the name of, but I can go back to it. But the project is basically, they sell this dash camera, and people buy the camera. It's just about $500. People buy the camera and they can get paid to drive and sell like the recorded data. So like they're competing with Google Maps, and it's like, yeah, so it's more up to date because Google Maps, because this is something I would actually use with my land business, for example, when I'm looking at plots and I can see that in 2022 there was, I don't know, a demolished house, and then on the government website I can see that there's planning planning accepted to build a house. I need to know if there's a house there, otherwise I'm wasting my time sending the fucking letter. But unfortunately, a lot of these pictures are 2 years old, 3 years old. But if I can get a video or a picture of some guy that drove past it last week, that's extremely helpful for me. And I'm sure there's lots of other scenarios too where it's very, very helpful. So yeah, I had a look at the little website. I thought, wow, that's really good. A lot of Uber drivers and like, Amazon drivers all use it. And I was like, okay, that is really cool. Maybe I'll invest in that coin, I'm not sure, for like long term. But he looked at it, I don't even remember what he said. I think he was going to long it or something. I wanted to hear his opinion on Bitcoin, but he didn't talk about Bitcoin in that video. My Bitcoin short is now actually in negative because it's gone up today. But yeah, whatever. I'm just going to leave it running. Maybe I'll even add more onto it. Depends really. But yeah, drove to work. I don't think it's going to be a very long video, but hold on. Let me try and do it with my Minecraft. I need another. Let's make a barrel. I forgot the crafting recipe for barrels. I think it's all slabs, isn't it? Slabs and wood. Perfect, blending in with the oh, I can't use the floor, can I? I suppose I'll have to use the ceiling. Books and all that shit. I can use this here. So yeah, I went to work. The girl of my dreams was there. And yeah, it was a pretty standard Sunday, except I felt like it was a lot quieter this Sunday, which is a little bit strange. Where did I say the food chest was going to go? I said it was going to go here, but I think I changed my mind. Let's change it to like... Where's my item frames gone? Food at the bottom. Weapons, tools, armor. That makes sense. So I'll go food, as in plants, and then food as in meat. Doesn't really matter that much to mix, but fuck it, why not? Meat and fish. There you go. And tools here. That's an ideal. And armor. Whoops. Redstone was gonna go over here, wasn't it? Yep. This wall's going in there. Sand goes here. It's all coming together, guys. Oh, well. It feels good to be happy with your base after a while of being quite unsure. Look at that shit over there. This is the real shit here. Yeah, okay, so work was, it was quite quiet for a Sunday, but it was always, I was happy to be there, especially with the girl, and had more talks. I actually, to be honest, at the start, I wasn't feeling great. At the start, I was feeling a little bit like, oh, you know what, this, I was like, okay, I don't really want to be here today, I'm not gonna lie, in my head. But, like, yeah, I mean, I guess I did want to be there purely because of the girl, but I was just, I don't know, I just felt a little bit agitated. And, whilst I was polishing the cutlery, the girl comes in and she says, oh yeah, so I've been thinking about going out, and I think Monday is best. And I was like, wow. All of a sudden I felt way better, because I felt like she's been trying to avoid it, but then when she actually directly addresses the point, it just feels fantastic, you know, when she's like, yeah, I'm up for it, I'm acknowledging it, let's do it, this is best, great. So then, obviously she's a waitress, she has her own section that she's in charge of, so she's quite busy throughout the day, we can't just chat all day. But when we do get opportunities to talk, she talks to me for a while, and it just feels magical, really. I asked her about her dad a little bit, and she's like, "Oh, my dad's quite strict. Won't let me, won't let me close the door and stuff." I was like, "Oh, damn, it's gonna be a bit of an obstacle." But I mean, of course, my intentions are absolutely pure, and I think he'll see that and then be chill with me. But yeah, so work didn't go on too long because nobody took the piss today. Everybody left in a respectful time. Just folding napkins and polishing cutlery with this girl for a while, talking for a while. Great way to end the day. And on top of that, my sister's boyfriend wanted to smoke cigars today, so we bought some, and these little cheap ones. I mean, they're not little. Well, I guess in some stands they are little, but fairly sized, sort of cheap ones, 15 quid. And she's like, "Oh, I didn't know you smoked." And I'm like, "Oh, every so often, I think it's good for you once a month." And I'm not sure if, I won any points, but everybody looks cool smoking a cigar, including me especially. And I'm not sure what the cigars did to me, but I started talking a lot, and I sort of took the center stage a few times in the conversation of about 6, 7 people. And yeah, I'm not sure how she felt about my little monologues, but my sister actually asked her, "How's your boyfriend?" And again, like, my sister is the worst wingman in the fucking world. But somehow this question turned out well, and she said, drum roll please, dot dot dot. She said, "We're no longer together." Boom. I looked at my sister and I was like, "You know it. It's time to fucking move. My move, boy." And I said to her, I'm sorry to hear that. She was like, it's okay. And she was sat right next to me. I asked her if it's okay to sit next to her whilst I had the cigar. She said, yeah, it's fine. And yeah, she leant over to me and she said, oh, I asked her, I said, well, let me see a picture of your fucking rabbit. And she said, oh, I actually took this picture to show you today. I was like, oh, really? So, I mean, I'm on your mind, am I? That's fucking wonderful to hear. And she showed me. And yeah, I was just very flattered that she took a picture outside of work with me in mind. I thought that's fantastic. And yeah, she showed me. I wanted to show her a video of my acting, something to laugh at, because it is quite funny. But my sister's boyfriend is always the guy who goes, right guys, time to go now. And he called it, so I didn't get to show her, but I guess I'll show her tomorrow when we're going out. Very happy, and yeah, I'm really happy about that. I really hope that actually follows through and it happens. But it's looking like it will now, and I can't fucking wait. So yeah, it's gonna be a really cool week. I'm very grateful that this has sort of fallen into my lap after months of just absolute, what's the word? Just being head over heels for her. I'm finally going out with her. She doesn't have a boyfriend anymore, and it's just amazing. I thought something I wanted to mention yesterday, which is hilarious. I forgot to mention it. Where the fuck did I find this TNT in a treasure chest or something? One thing that was really funny. Some lady asked me, because yesterday I served up these gluten-free. I need a Silk Touch pick. I served these gluten-free sticky toffee puddings, and they looked normal to me, except they had like some nuts instead of this like caramel or sugary like shell around the ice cream. So this lady asked me, she pointed to the bit that I knew wasn't gluten free. So she asked me, is this gluten free? And I was like, no, that part isn't. Oh, fuck you. She says, no, that, I said, no, that part isn't, but the rest is. Quite confidently, like, yeah, the rest is gluten free. And then I went in and I asked the baker, I was like, hi, is that the rest of the part, is the actual cake of the sticky toffee pudding, is that gluten free? And she was like, no. And I was like, oh. So I like ran out to like tell this lady, don't eat it, don't eat it. But I just, in slow motion, she was just ate it. And I was like, oh shit. And then I couldn't bring myself to be like, actually it isn't. So I like just didn't say anything. And I just watched it. I was like, please don't die. But I think it was like a voluntary, it's like a decision that she made to not eat gluten instead of it being an allergy, which is gay, by the way. But yeah, she left the restaurant with no trouble. But that was, for a moment, I was like, oh my god, I fucked up. And I did fuck up, but luckily I didn't see the punishment of that. Where should I put the furnaces? There? Yeah. And yeah, that was a funny moment. But today as well, one of the barbacks, he is very autistic, and he's a sweet guy. You go in, you talk to him, and he goes ha 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 ha. He's like really fucking awkward. So you talk to him and he'll do like a little fake laugh. I'm like, dude, I appreciate you trying to make me feel good, but that wasn't supposed to be funny. But like he'll just that's how he responds to like interactions. He'll go ha ha. And he's obviously, I mean, lots of autistic people are like obsessed with one thing, and this guy's obsessed with like medieval shit. And he brought a shield in, and I was like, yeah, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. And then he lives quite close by, so he went home for lunch. And then he came back with a fucking full-on helmet, a medieval helmet, like a proper helmet. No joke. No like little gimmicky thing, a proper medieval helmet. That looked like if you put it on the set of like a medieval like film, it would look, nobody would bat an eye. It looked fucking in place. Pretty expensive, I bet. And I thought he was just showing it to us. I was like, oh, that's quite cool. that's cool, dude. Thanks, like, it's show and tell in like primary school over again. And then this dude fucking left with it. When it was time for him to go home, he put it on his head and he walked home with this fucking helmet on, covering his whole head. It was so funny. And like this dude was like, yo, 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 look outside, he's got it on. I was like, no, surely not. And he literally walked home with this fucking helmet on. And the best part was, he's like, oh, I forgot something. He turns around and comes back inside with it still on. And he's like, yo, I forgot this. And he just walks into the restaurant with his fucking medieval helmet on. Absolute G. I actually respect that, you know, he's got a hobby and he just doesn't give a shit. He's like, I'm not embarrassed, I'll wear it in the fucking restaurant. I think that's fucking hilarious. That made my day. Or actually, this girl made my day before he did. But that would have made my day if the girl didn't make my day already. And, yeah, that was very, very funny. Look at this. Yeah, that was fucking jokes. And yeah, I thought I'd mention that because that was very funny. He left, and then yeah, then the rest of the day continued as I've already explained. I'm just going to get back to the base and fill up my chest and call it a day because I've got to go to bed for training tomorrow. And also to see this girl. I don't want to fall asleep whilst in the cinema with her. Not sure if that's a fucking weird. Well, that's kind of weird. Yeah, let's not do that. But yeah, it's fucking awesome. I'm loving life at the moment. When I got home, I had my roast. I was still feeling pretty buzzing after the cigar, so I drove a little bit slower because I felt like a little bit, I guess sick is the right word, but in a good way. I felt like I conquered a world. Cigars made me feel really good. Yeah, this is a pretty appropriate knockback. I don't like knockback. Like, I suppose with creepers now, they blow up pretty early. It's not a bad thing. Yeah, it's been a pretty great day. Got home, had my food. I ate it pretty slow because yeah, the cigar was affecting me a little bit. And yeah, still buzzing about my interactions. And it wasn't it? Yeah. Of course, we're going this one over here. Shit. So yeah, I came home and I was feeling extremely grateful, you know, whilst I was driving in my car, I was grinning ear to ear, thinking about seeing this girl tomorrow. And just very grateful, very happy. Still am. And when I got home, I was, yeah. I mean, I don't know if it was the nicotine in my body, but I watched this one reel of like a Call of Duty Ghost edit. Not Call of Duty Ghost the game, but Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 with a character Ghost. I watched this edit about fucking 30 times. I was like obsessed with it. I'm not sure if it's the nicotine, but it was a pretty dope edit while I was having my roast. And then, I can't remember how big this is. I'm gonna have to go and take a picture on my practice world and build this. But yeah, watch this fucking reel too many times, and then wait a sec. I might just disregard the house and make a whole fresh one from here. I don't know. Yeah, so I watched that, came upstairs and felt extremely grateful for my father and everything. It was pretty random, but it hit me like a truck. I was like, I need to make something of myself and pay this guy back for everything that he's done. And I almost cried in my room just thinking about it. And I'm not one of the guys that cries easy, even though last year I cried a lot because so much happened last year. But yeah, almost to tears of just thinking of myself, dealing with myself, with my thoughts. Almost cried like a little baby, but almost. And yeah, so pretty big day, and yeah, this is kind of like everything's coming together. of like the kind of medium to short term things that I've been thinking about in life, and today's a good day. Also, yeah, the Pakistani dude sent me some images, and some of they look, the properties look alright. I need to urge him to kind of move a little bit further outside of central London, because the plots of land that he sent, they're good, but they will be far too expensive. I don't think this is going to catch fire. I feel confident leaving this. But yeah, pretty good day. Tomorrow, even better. I really hope tomorrow goes well. Um, my future life depends on it, basically. But yeah, I feel like it will. I really, really like this girl. I think she likes me. And yeah, all is very, very well. That's the day. Looking forward to tomorrow.